Hey guys, so last night I did a particular Copwatch video, and I'm going to put a link to that video in the description box below. It's called Copwatch, I'm right, you're wrong. And I'm also going to put a court decision in the description box below, Pennsylvania versus Mimms. Now, at the time, I read about Pennsylvania versus Mimms tonight, so now I have the knowledge of it. But you'll understand as I go through this. But at the time last night, I didn't really have the information. He referenced that court decision, and I hadn't read it, so I didn't know what it said. I read it tonight, and I went, you know what? If he tries to pull that court decision on me again, I'm going to throw it in his face. Here's why. And I already threw it in his face last night. So what happened? Let me walk you through it and let you know what happened. And by the end of this, you'll know. So anybody that watches that video, Copwatch, I'm right, you're wrong, may go, well, the cop, he's right. Hold on. So he comes up to me, and he always wants to be friendly and everything. I'm just that kind of guy. I give what I get, If you're polite to me, I feel like a dick if I'm not polite back. So I'm being polite, but then he tries to do something that rubs me the wrong way. He goes, hey, what's up with your little buddy? He's talking about High Desert Community Watch. And he starts trying to discredit High Desert Community Watch. Wrong move with me. Because that guy is, he's the sensei of cop watching and auditing. I got his back, and I'm not going to let anybody talk crap about him. So I said, no, you know what? I agree with what he was saying, that, pulling passengers out of the vehicle, yada, yada. So the police sergeant, all of a sudden, he gets a little offended, like, well, you're not going to agree with me? I thought you were my friend. No, I'm just a cop watcher that's polite to people. So he starts talking to me, so I pull my camera up. He gets offended that I'm talking to him from behind my camera. I'm like, don't talk to me from behind the camera. I said, I'll talk to you however I want, man. That's what we do. We hold our cameras up and we talk to you and we film you. That's what cop watchers do. So then he really gets offended. And then he says, don't tell me how to do my job. I said, look, here's what we don't agree on, you and I. You're pulling passengers out of a vehicle and searching them and asking for ID and searching the vehicle on a traffic stop. Passengers you're pulling out on a traffic stop. The driver, I get. That's his car. He's screwed up. He has expired tags or a taillight out or whatever. He didn't do maintenance on his car. Whatever happened, this guy, he's the driver, messed up. I get it. But you're pulling passengers out of vehicles and doing Terry frisks on passengers who had done nothing wrong. And here's what the sergeant says in that video. He says, well, under Pennsylvania versus Mimms, we have the right to do that because it's part of the Fourth Amendment search and seizure. If you're a constitutionalist, you should agree that we have the right to do that. So I went and read Pennsylvania versus Mimms. And here's what I found, that Supreme Court decision is referenced to pulling out of a driver. The driver was stopped for some traffic infraction or traffic violation, whatever it was. They pulled the driver out of the vehicle. The driver felt he shouldn't have been pulled out of the vehicle on a traffic stop, and he fought it, and the Supreme Court said, well, the police can pull you out of a vehicle on a traffic stop. Mimms was a driver. There were no passengers in that car. So the sergeant bringing up Pennsylvania versus Mimms, and I went back and read it. It doesn't say anywhere in there that all people can be pulled out of that vehicle and searched. It said the driver committed a violation. The driver was pulled out of the car and searched. Yeah, the driver was being investigated. The driver committed a traffic. Oops. But what I was talking to the sergeant about was, yeah, but okay, so I actually said that to the sergeant. I said, look, okay, I understand. A driver screws up. The driver's got a tail light out. The driver's got expired tags, whatever I said last night. I don't remember exactly what I said. But I said, the driver's guilty. Yeah, you're going to search the driver. Yeah, the driver messed up. I said, but the people riding in the car with him are innocent. You're pulling innocent people out of a car and searching them and making them sit on the curb. They're innocent. They done nothing. They're just riding in the car. And he said, well, under Pennsylvania versus Mimms, it's part of the Fourth Amendment search and seizure. We're allowed to do that. No, Pennsylvania versus Mimms talks about a driver who committed a violation, and the police were allowed to pull the driver out of that vehicle and search him. Doesn't say anything about pulling innocent passengers out and searching the passengers who've done nothing wrong. And maybe I'm reading into it. I want some of you guys out there who are smarter than I to comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think. But I just wanted to clarify all of that, so if anybody watches that video, and if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to it in the comment section below. But if you have seen that video and you go, yeah, what is Pennsylvania versus Mimms? It deals with the driver committed a violation. The driver said, I shouldn't have been pulled out and searched, but he was. And they said, well, the police can do that. To drivers who commit violations. Doesn't say anything about passengers. Passengers are still, American passengers still have the right to be secure in their persons, pockets, and property. So when you start going through their pockets on a Terry frisk and it's a passenger who's done nothing wrong but ride with some guy who didn't fix his tags, this police sergeant said, we're allowed to do that because we have a badge. No, he said because of Pennsylvania versus Mimms. It doesn't say the word passenger anywhere in that Supreme Court decision. I stand on my laurels that you are intimidating people, you're bullying people, and you're getting innocent people out of cars and searching them because you're looking for drugs or guns or any other contraband that you can arrest them on and say, we're cleaning up the streets, Mr. Mayor. No, you're violating people's rights because of, and I'm just going to make up a statistic because I don't have an actual statistic with me. I didn't think this would come up, but let's just say that maybe out of every 30 passengers you pull out of a car, maybe 5 have contraband, drugs, or some type of firearm, maybe a .22 pistol, something that you can arrest them for. 5 maybe out of 30. So 25 people, let's say, that you're pulling out of cars are just innocent, caught in the freaking fray, and you're violating their Fourth Amendment right. And Pennsylvania versus Mimms doesn't talk about passengers. It talks about a driver that broke the law. So passengers are being violated by the San Bernardino Police Department, according to this sergeant, because he says, well, the Fourth Amendment allows us to do that. What, allows you to violate people's Fourth Amendment rights? No, it does not. It allows you to pull drivers out of a car who have violated the law and you can search the driver, you can search that driver's car, but the passengers, you have to say, stand over here for me, please. This man has violated a traffic law. We're going to search him in his vehicle, and I would like you guys just stand over here to the side. Thank you. They don't do that. They Terry frisk everybody in the car. They ask for ID from everybody in the car and say, well, we're conducting an investigation. No, you're not. You're doing a fishing expedition and hoping to arrest people. The driver I get. That's why I keep my tags current, my insurance current. I make sure all the lights are working on the vehicle. I don't give them a reason. But when I'm a passenger, you try that crap with me, might as well arrest me and take me to jail. You're getting a lawsuit. News Now, you type it, let me know what you guys think. And again, the links will be in the description box below.